Hey Dojo friends, I thought we'd do something fun and different today. I want to challenge you to do a little bit of research and to kind of have a friendly little debate about what these different type of large swords are, where they might have been classified, are they the same, are they different? For those of you out there who like this type of sword, geeky type of stuff, I'm going to show off 4 different swords and I've labeled them 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you comment below, you can use those as a reference point. This is sword number 1. This is a very large sword. Now here are the questions that you can start to think about. This is about a 5-foot tall sword, closer to 6 feet because I'm 6'2". Look at the size of this thing. The suka handle, I have a yardstick here. The handle on this is 18 inches long. It's massive. It has a huge double tang, and the blade itself is I can't describe how long that blade is. It's an incredibly long sword. Is this an odachi? Is this an odachi? The blade is about 43 inches long. What is the difference between an odachi and a no dachi? Or are they exactly the same? Is it like saying pistol or handgun? Or do they have distinct differences in length, weight, thicknesses of the blade, use? So this is sword number 1. It is huge. Sword number 2 is also extremely large. Look at the size of that one. The handle on this one is 22 inches long, roughly. This has about a half tang. I don't think it goes all the way down. I can tell by the weight. Nice suva guard there. Blade itself is a black Damascus steel. Look at the size of that thing. You would not want that coming at you on the battlefield. Beautiful blade. Nice long fuller. The blade on this one is about 3 feet long, 36 inches, nice rounded Kasaki, bit of a thicker blade. Huge sword. Again, is this a no-dachi or an o-dachi? Sword number 3. We have a really much wider blade now. This is a long ska handle. Handle on this one is about 16 inches long. It's got a nice Musashi type of guard. Now this one, look how wide that blade is on that. It's much thicker. The blade is about 1.5 inches in width. And look how big that Kisaki is. So what type of sword is this? Is this also an odachi or a no-dachi? Is this a type of nagamaki? What do you think? What do you think? So this is sword number 3. Well, now you're going to say, well, how long is the minimum size of a blade to classify it as an odachi? If this is a 29-inch blade, 16-inch handle. Here is sword number 4. Look at this thing. What is that? Is that an odachi? Is that a no-dachi? Is sword number 4 a nagamaki? What do you think? What do you think? This one here is quite large, unbelievably massive. I don't know how long it is. Let's check. The handle itself, 26-inch handle, huge, long handle, and the blade is about 37 inches. So does a nagamaki have to have the handle exactly as long as the blade? What do you think about that? Or were there different types of nagamaki? Is a nagamaki a tachi? Is a nagamaki an odachi or a no-dachi? Is it classified as a big sword? Is a nagamaki a polearm or is it a sword? These are things that you can argue about in the comments section. Just don't attack each other because this is all for fun. So those of you out here who don't study martial arts but might like the history of it, maybe you watched movies, or you're into Ghost of Tsushima and you really got interested in Japanese fighting. You might be a LARPer or a HEMA, whatever it might be, and you just like to talk about swords, but you don't own any, you don't know how to use them, don't do martial arts, but you're really into the classification, the history of things. That's wonderful. So what do you guys think? Are all 4 of these an odachi because they're large? What is the difference between odachi and nodachi? What is the difference between a nagamaki and an odachi, or are they the same? What periods in history might you have seen these large swords used? Were they used in the Muromachi period? Were they carried over into the Edo period? Did horses and cavalry have anything to do with the demise of these? When the Sengoku Jidai period ended and all of the Civil War ended, were these swords obsolete, or were they still used? Were they used in religious practices as only a token, or were they actually used on the battlefield by Ashigaru or any type of samurai warriors? These are all interesting questions that you can talk about in the comments section. So comment below. What this is going to do, which I love, is it's going to force people to research a little bit and learn about the history of swords, which is, to me, very fascinating. I know the answers to these, so I'm asking you out there to tell me what your opinion is. But ultimately, the names of them, the sizes, the classifications are meaningless if you can't use the sword. I was talking just last night in class. We were doing an advanced kata from the Gyokko-ryu called Ichigeki, and it has to do with when the bad guy has a sword out and he's raising it up. You have one chance, Ichigeki, one opportunity before he cuts down to move in and take control of the warrior. And we were talking about, look, is he in armor? Is this the Edo period where you're not in any armor? We had all kinds of discussions last night about how to defeat someone with this 3-foot razor blade, in this case a 5-foot, and how hard it would be for them to wield something as heavy as this on the battlefield. How slow it would have been, especially if you were in armor with all kinds of regalia and large helmets, how clunky this would be, how you'd be hitting yourself and hitting the flagpole behind you or your friend next door. These are all cool questions. There you go. Let's do a little challenge and just see in the comments section what your opinion is. Please be respectful of each other. Don't start fighting. This isn't a channel about politics and fighting and getting all upset over something on YouTube, but feel free to comment and let me know which one of these 4 is in what classification of large swords and why. And maybe if we're open-minded and we can read others' comments without attacking and getting our ego involved, maybe we can really learn something about the classifications of these beautiful larger swords of the ancient history of the samurai. That's it. Let's have some fun with this. If you have no interest in it, don't comment. Just enjoy the video for what it is. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and have fun with it. Have fun with it. Have a great day or night wherever you live. Bye-bye.